Good morning, Metcalf. It's been 2 weeks with this long spring break, and it seems strange that we're starting back to school digitally, but this is where we are. I'm looking forward to seeing each of you again soon, but for now, it's time to start e-learning. First, your new school reality. You now attend eSchool Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. Wednesdays are actually going to be catch-up days or off days for students. Teachers are available online from 9 o'clock a.m. to 11 o'clock a.m. and again from 1 o'clock p.m. to 3 o'clock p.m. this week. However, those hours will be expanding next week. You're going to need to connect with your teacher digitally each day to be counted as present. Most teachers are using quick check-in type activities on Schoology. You have until 11:59 p.m. each required day to complete that day's check-in. Students not checking in will be considered absent, like skipping school. Advisory as of right now is not included in this attendance, and blaze time requirements are still being determined. You should expect an average of 80 to 100 minutes of schoolwork per week per class. You still have to go to school. Welcome back. E-learning will not be the same as classroom reality check. Still have to go to capacity to make e-learning even more effective. E-learning will not be the same as classroom learning. But effective e-learners define a workspace, they minimize distractions, they coordinate for accountability. I'll explain that one. They break well, they own what's theirs. Ineffective e-learners, while they work where they play, they believe they can multitask, they're independently isolated, they break too short or too long, they sit, and snack. They live in the extremes. Finding a workspace, this is what I imagine it looked like for some of you this morning when you tried to work on Schoology and realized you were still tired. Choose a space that will only be used for work. It's not where you game, watch videos, use social media, none of those things, just working. Even if you simply sit on a different side of the kitchen table from where you usually eat, that can be enough. It just needs to be only that spot, only for work. Kind of reminds me of some of you during classes most days. Can only imagine what it's like at home. You need to turn off or turn away from distractions. You sit with your back to the window if you need to. Let your only screen be your Chromebook, and that Chromebook is only used for schoolwork, not streaming, not social media, not chatting, nothing else, just schoolwork. Use a different device if you need to for entertainment. Silence whatever you need to. Separate from others, but yeah, unless you're alone, you can't eliminate all possible distractions, and I'm certainly not recommending that you eliminate or even silence your siblings. You probably would get in trouble for that. People with accountability partners are 85 to 95% more likely to accomplish their goals. So you need somebody else to help you. That somebody else right now should be a friend, a classmate, a sibling, somebody else who has to do distance or e-learning, not a teacher, not a parent. That person should work at the same times so they don't interrupt you. And if you need to make sure you let your family know what those times are, like I just did, do it. Those people would contact you after work time to see how it went, what you finished, what you left to do, so you know that you had to accomplish something. People also listen to and maybe help you problem solve the challenges you're facing, or remind you, email Mr. Orth. Breaking well. Sorry, I had to put a Dr. Evil reference in there somewhere. You have to understand you can accomplish more in 45 minutes than you can in an entire hour. 45 minutes of work, 15-minute break. You schedule a start time and end times for working so you don't stop and start whenever you feel like it. Wouldn't work out for an hour or 2 or 3 without taking breaks, and you wouldn't think you're getting stronger or faster working out for 90 seconds and taking a 13-minute break. Commit to a short break with a scheduled end time as well. It's 15 minutes, great, and if 45 minutes is too long to work solid, fine. Work 25 and maybe take a 5-minute break. A rule of thumb is maybe 3/4 of an hour is your work time. So if you need to work 24 minutes and then take a 10-minute break, whatever you need to do, just make sure you're taking those short breaks. You got to separate from your workspace too. Get up, go somewhere else, even if it's just another room. Satisfy your distractions. Check your phone, email, use the bathroom, whatever you got to do, but do that during your breaks, not during your work time. Move. Even if you get up and go down the stairs a few times, walk up and down the hall, or if you're little, kind of like me, actually do a workout. But move. Physically, your body needs to change. It can't stay sitting the whole time. Fuel it. Besides water, not pop, not energy drinks, water that you're drinking while you're working. Use your breaks to get your body on a better eating schedule. Fruits, vegetables, nuts, things that don't make you feel worse after eating them, or that don't make your keyboard all nasty once you touch it again. Own what's yours. One of the happiest moments ever is when you find the courage to let go of what you can't change. Own what you can control. Let go of what you can't. What I mean by that is this. You didn't create the situation that led to you not being around your friends every day, and neither did your family nor your teachers. We didn't create this, but we are having to deal with it, each of us together and in our own ways. Blaming anyone for this circumstance doesn't change what is. It simply delays dealing with how you feel and moving forward. You can choose how consistently you do your work, as well as how well you do your work. You can choose how to reach out to your friends. You might have to change that way you do this. You might even try old-fashioned phone calling. You hear voices in real time, and you know someone is hearing you. You're not waiting on a text. And if they need to say, I can call you back in a half hour, or when I'm done with my work, then do it. But reach out. You decide if you're staying alone. People want to be around you. Even those of you who don't feel like you have a lot of friends, people want to be around you. And this is the best way we can do it. Also, don't forget, staying at home as an exception for getting outside. Take advantage of sunshine like today. Even if you go for a walk, maybe a walk with a friend, 6 feet apart, of course. Point is, you can choose to make the best of 25 minutes per day. But it's 25 minutes per day, 4 days a week. That's 100 minutes. Which is way less than the 212 minutes that you would be getting on an average school week. You have to make this work. So define a workspace, minimize distractions, coordinate for accountability, break well, and own what's yours. At some point, we're going to return to classrooms. None of us know how soon, but we will. Whatever happens, however long this lasts, just know that you're missed. It's been a long time, and I'm looking forward to seeing each one of your actual faces again. And if you're willing, I'd love to give each one of you a hug, fist bump, high five, elbow, whatever it takes. But I want to see you again. It's just not going to be today. Do your best. Forget the rest. Reach out. Stay connected. Do your work so we can get back to real life, normal life, not a new normal. Our normal lives as soon as possible. We'll see you soon.